Have you ever felt like your life is boring? You do not have friends or parties to go to like anyone else? I know you have felt this way because I felt it too. Recently I got onto my phone and I installed Instagram again just because I wanted to post some picture. But of course, because it is Instagram and is designed to do it, I ended up scrolling for like 30 minutes or so. I ended up watching some stories and I had my high school friends who were, going to crazy parties, who were hanging out in, 10 people at once. I saw this one friend who traveled to Thailand, which is crazy because, we are like 17, 18, the ticket is so expensive and, we're living in Europe here. And then it kind of hit me that if I was younger, right, it would trigger a lot of like fear of missing out and like anxiety in me because I would feel that my life is quite boring compared to lives of my, peers, especially that I do not have any friends. I do not have, that one friend because, once you go to self-improvement journey, it's basically you have to cut out all of your old friends because they probably won't go with you. And, living in small city, especially, you cannot find new ones. So kind of harsh reality. But this time I felt weird because I realized that, oh my God, none of this is basically true. And basically none of the things I'm watching right now are like the true lives and the true situation of people posting them. So I started to wonder, what is the genuine version of their lives? Are they really happy? So I started to wonder, what is the genuine version of their lives? Are they really happy? Are their lives fancier than mine? Probably not. And in this case, you are not the problem. The problem is what you're seeing. Because to be honest, Instagram is a big theater where everyone puts on their mask and try to show how much their lives are better than yours. So you have to understand that social media is something called highlight reel. What it means is that people post only the happier moments of their lives, when they're traveling, when they're hanging out, but you don't see their boring days, their arguments with their partner and stuff. You're only seeing the perfection, the movie-like lifestyle. And it triggers something called FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Because you're feeling that, you're living, they are living, but whose life is better? Theirs, right? Because you're just there lying on your bed, scrolling on your Instagram, and occasionally going out to McDonald's or stuff, while they're traveling and having the best love lives, the most romantic relationships. They're lifting weights, being happy. They're having a lot of friends. They're playing games. They're hanging out, and you see all of this stuff while you're still laying on your bed, which can be really painful because you feel like you're missing out. This is FOMO. This is anxiety that your life isn't good enough and that you are wasting time because you're not doing anything. But you know what the truth is? No one is doing anything productive right now, probably. If you're watching this video, you're probably somewhat interested in developing yourself in some self-improvement stuff. So you're better than this, right? You're not just there scrolling on your phone all day like anyone does, like everyone does. Basically all of those people who you watch on Instagram who travel and hang out, they are now probably, if it's morning when you're watching this, they're probably still sleeping or lying in bed watching their TikTok reels or stuff. So basically nothing you see is truth because people are showing only highlight reels. So the best moments of their life and the moments that they think are really valuable to share. And not only your friends posting their lives on their stories are fake, but also there is a trap that you're not using social media basically to socialize, to, find out what your friends are doing. Stay true to yourself. You're probably watching social media because you want to kill time, because you're doing something boring, or because you're bored. For example, now there are summer holidays in Poland, so you're just, they're laying on your bed and watching Instagram, right? So you're doing it not to find out what your friends are doing, to, be on time. You're just doing it because you want to kill time. So this is a problem with social media. You're not using them for informational purposes. You're just doing that because you want to kill some time and, because you want to kill boredom. This is two-in-one problem, because you're not only triggering some anxiety and FOMO inside of you, but you are also, being given fake reality. You're being sold fake reality because you think that all of your friends and all of your, all the people you follow lead perfect lives. They are doing only like funny, productive things, but no one posts about their struggles and how they are crying, how they cannot sleep at night, how they are mad because their fucking father got drunk and, it's abusive and stuff. You don't see that stuff. So action steps for you to do. It's not to delete Instagram, but maybe if you want to, if this video gave you some thoughts, maybe try to reduce your screen time there, because you do not see anything valuable there. People are just posting their best lives, not their bad moments. So you're just being, pushed this fake reality, and you starting to believe that other people have really funny lives, while, for example, you do not have friends at all. But even if you want to reduce your screen time, there's one more thing you can do, which is just changing your mindset. And basically, it's all about taking everything you see with a grain of salt, because no one's life is perfect, no one's picture is perfect. For example, I recently had a little amateur, of course, photo shoot with my car, made by my girlfriend, and we took like 40 photos or 50 photos, and only like 4 of them were acceptable. So take everything with a grain of salt. Don't believe that every day in life of your peers is perfect and you're just there doing nothing, because they're probably doing nothing as well. They are too having bad days, and they are too having days when they just stay at home and do nothing, right? So start living your life and not just look on others' lives on Instagram. If this video resonates with you, go down to the comment section and leave a comment. We will chat for a bit. I'm really curious what you think. Thank you for watching this video. You are a G if you're that far. So remember to keep living your life, and see you guys.